Hey, what it is. See us so in lot familiar. This your man, Boss Smith. And this is the debut of what we're going to call the Midweek Mashup. Where we talk about a little bit of anything. You know, a little short snippet of our common sense over nonsense platform. You know, and just talk about anything off the top of the head, important things that, not so serious, but, something to get you through the week, in the middle of the week. Hump day. Guess what day it is?
Already.
Anyway, man, shoot. Along with that, I'm going to introduce to you the champ and the magic number. Starting with the champ. Tell them who you are, bro.
Yo, what's up? This your man Bug Jones on the microphone on the ones and twos and the twos and views. And this is the beginning of a brand new era with the midweek mashup. And before we get down with this topic, I'm gonna pass it over to Mr. 507.
Good evening, Mr. 507. Here's her. How y'all doing? Well, this is what we call the midweek magic, or you can call it unscripted or whatever we're gonna talk about. So then we give y'all just a bit of what we talked about, man, and what else is going on also. So today, this is one of my favorite topics. I like talking about the music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna be talking about this evening. So we're gonna start it off. Well, we did this show before. First we talked about hip hop, who was the Mount Rushmore of hip hop and everything else. So and one of the topics we were talking about was, hey, what songs had an impact on the world, and what albums are still timeless and still popular to this day, and does music still have that quality effects that you hear today? Will they have an effect years to come that you can just pull out an album and still listen to it and be like, man, that's still relevant to today? For example, Marvin Gaye, What's Going On album.
Absolutely. Right on.
What's Going On album is
That's a good one.
man, yeah. Marvin Gaye was so cold, it's like he predicted the stuff he was talking about.
Yeah.
Man, if you listen to his songs now, What's Going On?
Yeah.
Talking about the war in Vietnam back then at the time. What we can say what's going on now.
Yeah.
Had a song called What's Happening, Brother. You know, he was talking about a recession back then and how money was tighter than it's ever been. You know, I'm like, man, I mean, listen to that.
Yeah.
Flying, what's it called? Flying High in the Friendly Sky. Talking about a man on drugs. Yeah. We're talking about his self-character. He was talking about how bad they was on drugs. You know, the young boy that makes slaves out of men. Yeah. That was one line I thought was just, man, it's cold, you know. Also, man, the hip hop world. What was Bud Jones? What was one album you said? It was Ice Cube. True to the Game, right?
True to the Game.
Man, look at the lyrics on that one. Man, one of my favorites. Grandmaster Flash, The Message.
Ooh,
yeah. Yeah. Man, the part when he said, "Chickens in the alley with a baseball bat." You know, when he said that, man, you felt that. I'm like, damn, that bat must have been strong as hell the way he said that, you know. Yeah. With a baseball bat, you know. And then I keep my hand on my gun because that got me on the run. Then collect the scare my wife when I'm not home. What else was it? The ring. He said, scare my wife when I'm not home and then ring my phone. Yeah. You know. And then talked about how a girl came from the country, got so sedated. She came to the city, got so sedated. Next thing you know, she talking about she got turned out by a pimp. You know, that was look how long ago the songs came out. Yeah. Still to this day.
Timeless.
It didn't even get harder as you get older because you understand it more now. Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, songs like that are timeless because just like that, Marvin Gaye's What's Going On, it's a true example of things going full circle. Yeah. What was true back then in Marvin's time. Yeah, and Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mills' time still holds true to this very day.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. The ghetto done it halfway.
Oh yeah, the ghetto done it halfway. The ghetto, in tribute Too Short.
Yeah. Even was it Gerald Levert did a remake on it? Oh yeah. Yeah, they did. Yeah.
Exactly, man. But I know Brother Bug. We gave a couple of examples, man. But there's plenty of songs where that came from that really kind of impacted the world in a special way, man. What comes to mind when you think that?
Man, when I hear songs like this, man, I have to go back to the originator, man, to one of the best singers ever.
Who is it?
Ever.
Who that?
Man, the godfather of soul himself, James Brown. And he had a song that represent blackness. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Say it loud.
Okay.
I'm black and I'm proud.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Exactly.
Because he was proud to be black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, back then, man, it was an upliftment to be black, man.
Yeah.
Black is beautiful.
Black is.
You know, when they said that back then, but we talking about one of the best singers around? Sam Cooke, man.
Oh, yeah.
Change gonna come.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
Let me tell y'all something, man. I think that should be they should have a vote on who try to sing them songs, man.
Uh-huh.
Some songs should have a vote on.
Yeah.
Some shouldn't be duplicated.
No.
Nah.
I heard somebody else on The Voice trying to sing that, man. No.
Ain't doing no justice.
Man, you cannot do a Sam Cooke song that you can really sing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sam Cooke, Otis Redding.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's a white cat out there. They call the Teskey Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
No, man, that dude. You listen to him, it put you in the mind of Otis Redding.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yes. You know, I give him credit. I like one of their songs they got out. So you know,
Mm-hmm.
but some songs shouldn't be touched, man.
Nah.
Yeah.
You know, like what Whitney used to song. They say that big about Whitney, but I heard some women who actually could get up there with the song.
Mm-hmm.
But songs like Change Gonna Come, I haven't heard nobody really just grab it, man.
Yeah.
Not in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard nobody can really grab it yet, man.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest with you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. You got Jackie Wilson, man. If I just said best R&B singers of all time,
That one, everybody had love for that one.
Yeah.
Teddy Pendergrass song,
Love TKO.
man, that should be the same thing. That should be permission to
Turn
be
off the
touched.
lights.
Mm-hmm.
Turn them off. Yeah,
Turn 'em off.
yeah.
Yeah, with that Love TKO song, now that's a song. If you ever want to get over somebody, listen to that song. Listen to those lyrics right there,
Take
man.
it back. Yeah,
I
that's
think
right,
you
yeah.
better let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing love like a TKO. Boy, you can't never mess with that right
See,
there.
the message is sometimes even if you try as hard as you can, try again and all that, sometimes it's going to end.
Yeah.
Just depending on what it is, who it is and stuff, because it's not always 50-50. One person might be all in while another person might be 1 foot out the door.
Uh-huh.
And that's what that song really taught, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I think I better let it go.
Yeah.
See, I was going through something like that years and years ago, back in the girlfriend-boyfriend relationship time. And I remember listening to that song and be like, after I heard it, I'm like, dang, it's jacked up, but oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teddy got a point there. You know, that's the songs we talking about, man. The ones that you hear, man.
The songs that helped you
It knocks at your door, man, right at the right time.
Uh-huh.
Going along with something that you might be going through at the time.
You know what? Let me tell you now, I'm that guy I had to help me get over a relationship.
What's that?
D'Angelo's Brown Sugar album.
Really though.
Oh.
I'm serious. I was with a girl at the time. We broke up, and I remember after we broke up, I hung out with a couple of my partners the night before. We was out in North Dallas, way out in North Dallas. We went to somebody's house and they were playing the album. I mean, every song on the album was jamming.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's D'Angelo album? He said, yeah, man, that whole album was jamming.
Uh-huh.
You know, man. And his brother we used to call Baby Shaq. That's how he looked.
Uh-huh.
Looked just like Shaq, he was just short. You know.
Yeah.
And man, he was playing that album, and I'm listening. I said, damn. The next day I went and bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And that helped me get over my breakup, man.
Yeah.
That helped me get over it, man. I'm listening to this shit, man, because it had that old school vibe to it,
Mm-hmm.
with a new school twist.
Yeah.
That Brian, I'm telling you, man, that Brian Sugar, look, songs can help you get over somebody.
Yeah.
And that was the story right there, man, shoot, because D'Angelo's thing was pretty much an intro to the whole neo soul sound.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So that was a very important album.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, man, because I'm going to tell you like this, you know, those songs back then helped you. They motivated you.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't hear
yes.
songs like that no more, man.
No,
you know,
you don't.
that's the problem, man. So back then, Love TKO, and the bass line in it too. The bass line.
Yeah.
That's sometimes the music, man.
Yeah, the music.
Yeah,
and
man.
Then you want to talk about neo soul. We recently lost her a month or so ago, talking about Angie Stone. And of all the songs that she did, the one that stuck out to me more than anything was Brother.
Yeah. Now she took it back
Yeah,
there.
that one came just in time, man. We needed one like that.
Yeah, because the songs prior to that one, you know, you know, you hear all these uplifting songs about the mama, but ain't nothing about the daddy.
No.
And then the ones you did hear about the daddy, it was like this. Papa was a rolling stone.
Mm-hmm.
And then if that wasn't it, here's another one. Be a father to my child.
Oh yeah, Ed O.G. and the Bulldogs. You remember them, dog?
Be a father to your child.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
He got that from what beat was that?
Roy Ayers.
Roy Ayers.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I got that from him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Searching. Da-da-da-da. That was the name of it. Searching.
Yeah.
That was the name of it. Yeah.
That's a bad boy right there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But then,
Uh-huh.
like you said though, what part? The only father song I think might have been Gladys Knight talking about her daddy.
Mm-hmm.
My daddy was a big old man, bad man. Better watch your mouth. They say with something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But she was talking about how her daddy was. You know what I'm saying? I heard that song. Another song, Color Me Father.
Color him father.
Yeah,
Color Him Father. Yeah, that
Yeah.
one. One of the other songs, man, that grabbed you. This another song about a breakup. Only the Strong Survive by Jerry Butler.
Mm.
Y'all never heard that one?
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I Google it.
Man, y'all listen to that, man. Look, I heard
Yeah.
that song years ago, man. My old
Yeah.
man used to listen to it.
Yeah.
And the song was about a young dude, 16, got his heart broke.
Mm-hmm.
And his mama said, "Boy, I see you," but that's how his voice sounded like that.
Yeah.
Right.
"Boy, you see with your head hung down,
Mm-hmm.
crying, you better, she feeling too much to get over this.
Uh-huh.
Stand up. There's going to be times like she ain't the only one out there. Don't give up.
Yeah.
There's women out there looking for a good man.
Uh-huh.
There's going to be times in your life you're going to have to deal with. Man, it was deep, man.
Important
Yeah.
message, man.
All the strong, that's what I'm saying.
That's what we need more. Music with a
You don't
message.
hear that in
Yeah.
black music no more. Today, you don't hear that in
Already.
black music.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The artists today, man, to me, don't have that quality no more.
And you know what else though? You know, when it comes to quality music, it's very rare that, you know, a whole lot of artists come together as one and do one classic song. I mean, you remember, you know, for singing, you know, "We Are the World," "We Are the
yeah.
Children,"
Man,
and all that kind of
USA
stuff.
Hey, you
Yeah.
know how much beef went on doing that album? When they did the songs, a lot of beef behind the scenes, dog.
Yeah, maybe.
I can imagine. Too
Uh-huh.
many egos too many in one room.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
You
why you
know.
got to give it up to the dude, R.I.P. to Quincy Jones. He made
Yeah.
it work.
Quincy Jones and Lionel Richie, man. They
Uh-huh.
put that together.
Yeah,
Already.
they did.
And then another song that brought us all together as one and stuff like that, man. For the hip hop community and stuff, I got to go there, man. Shoot, Self-Destruction with all the
Yeah,
East
from
Coast rappers.
Self-Destruction.
Self-Destruction, you headed for self-destruction. Talking
Is
about
that what
black
that
on black
song
crime,
was too?
huh?
Is that what that song was? Self-destruction.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The song was trash.
Well, I'm
Alright.
sorry that Cool G Rap didn't make the goddamn cut.
Here we go again.
Hold
man.
on, wait a
Here we go
minute.
again, man.
It got nothing to do with no G-Rap.
Shit.
The
It's
song,
all
the
about
song,
the message.
the message. They could
Uh-huh.
have kept
Message in
it.
the music.
They
Message
could have
in
kept
the
that
music.
message. So I wasn't feeling it, man.
Okay, bottom line, man.
Self-destruction. Yeah, wait a minute. I mean, y'all got double teaming, bro. Self-destruction. If you say, drop, the from a black man. Look at those Klansmen in New York. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Mo D was making a point, though,
The
dog.
Klansmen in New York. Oh, what you talking about? Yeah. Then he had Big Daddy Kane in the video leaning up against the wall. He didn't even say nothing. You know, I wasn't feeling it, bro. But
That's what it's
Okay,
all about.
okay.
Well,
So
hold-
if
wait
you
a
had a
minute,
chance,
wait,
if we did a poll, of what song was better back in the day, Self-Destruction, we all the same game. I guarantee
we all
you
the
that
same
self,
game. Yeah, that was a West Coast one.
that was West
hold
Coast
on.
thing.
you said it was about the message.
It was about
I
the
think
message.
that was better. Especially when Humpty broke it down. Get him, Hump. And that dude said,
Speaking of hump, shoot,
and that bass line come in. Come on, man.
man,
That was a
hey, man, I know somebody, man. Speaking of Humpty Hump, when Shock G died and stuff like that, he just realized that Humpty Hump and Shock G was the same damn person.
Yeah,
They just got about
been
it.
They just found that out, don't?
That's been around. That now that was the same person. They used to argue with two people with twins. I said, man, that's one person. That's one. Just look at their bill and check them out. It's the same person.
Uh-huh.
You can't tell some of us nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Wow.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But my opinion, I like. We understand. I like the music.
Uh-huh.
The message was the same thing. It was just on a different on a different part of the another side of what they were talking about.
Uh-huh.
It was still the same message.
Yeah.
But I like the beat though, man. Like I said, you know, boom, boom,
Yep.
The beat, you know, it grabs you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Then that humping part, that was the hardest part right there, the song to me.
Yeah.
Get them, hump.
Yep. And
You know,
and before we wrap up, man, you know, because this is the midweek mashup. There's 2 more songs I want to mention real quick that made an impact on hip hop, which was Public Enemy, Fight the Power, and the Ghetto Boys, My Mind Playing Tricks on Me.
Man, classic. My Mind Playing Tricks on Me. Isaac Hayes sample, by the way. Isaac was cold, man. Isaac Hayes, James Brown probably had the most sample in music.
Absolutely.
The most verses sample was Slick Rick Lottie Dottie. Golly, man, that song got chopped, sliced, diced. Slick Rick's Lottie Dottie and God dog, I gotta think about the next one. I gotta think about Flavor Flav.
Yep.
When he said "Yeah, boy," and put Chuck D, bring it on. They sampled the hell out of that for a while. You know, yeah, man.
Yeah.
No, LL Cool J. Best diss tracks. The best diss tracks of my way. We talked about that before.
Yeah.
On another show. We talked about that already. But also at the same time, man, you got I just think one of the best albums ever. Paid in Full. Public Enemy, Rebel Without a Pause. Now it takes some nation to million to hold us back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That man, and then if we come on Texas, UGK, Riding Dirty, you know, that's it, man. We can go on, but we ain't got time. We gotta get on the next show though.
Oh yeah, man. Shoot, 2 quick ones for me, man. Never seen a man cry from Scarface. You know, count your days, count your blessings.
Yeah.
And of course, MJ, Man in the Mirror.
Yes.
Make a change, man. Make a change. But with that, this has been the Midweek Mashup. And on behalf of Mr. 507 and the champ, Bug Jones, this is Ball Smith signing out. Peace.
Deuces.
All right, y'all. That's it right there. That's it. Yeah.